Disclaimer: this video is an imagination written by author's perspective. It has nothing to do with real life. It's only for entertainment purpose. I own the storyline and narration, so please don't copy and repost my work. Thank you. Yuchan, this baby is coming between me and Jungkook, so I have to remove the obstacles from my way. I will smirk. Meanwhile, Jungkook is feeling so hurt now because he is thinking that you are carrying someone else's child because he thought that you were in relationship with someone else. That's why you run away. Maybe that's why you never tried to contact him, and whenever he tried to talk to you or contact you, then you always avoid him and never clear anything. So that's why he's thinking that. He is so hurt and he wants to ask from you whose child is this, but then he thought that now he has no right to question on your personal life. Now you are not his. He wiped his tears and decided to left from here because after hearing this news he is not able to control himself from breaking down. His heart is crying so badly. He know that he hates you and he also has reason behind this because you left him without any explanation and now you are pregnant and he don't even know that whose child is this. He still loves you so much because you were his one and only love, and after you he never looked at another girl, but after you left him he started hating you so much, but still he loves you. But now he is not ready to accept his love. Now every time he looks at you, hate for you comes in between, and he troubles you because he wants to take revenge. Then last time he looked inside your room and saw you are sleeping peacefully, and then he left from there with so many memories in his heart and tears in his eyes. Meanwhile, Yuchan come back to her house and right now she is in her bedroom and crying like a lost child. She looked in the mirror and threw her all makeup on the floor and broke it. She looked herself in mirror and said, Yuchan, what's the point of this beauty and makeup when you can't even get a man whom you love? What's the point? She shouted and broke the mirror. Actually, she wears makeup and did so many efforts on her looks just to impress Jungkook, but he never looked at her. Yuchan, now I'll make him mine, and I can do anything for that. He's only mine, only mine. She shouted her lungs out, and then she started laughing like a psycho. She is mentally not healthy and she is getting wrong ideas in her mind for you. In hospital she was feeling so hurt, so she come to her house to take out her anger. She is throwing all the stuff here and there and she is breaking everything in her room. Her room is so dark and she is finding peace in this dark room. After some time she calmed down and wiped her tears and started thinking with cool mind because she has to think everything before taking any step and she has to be careful with everything. Actually, she wants to remove your child from her way and she is thinking about that, like how to do that without getting caught, and just then an idea come in her mind. She smirked and called someone and that person immediately picked her call. OTP. Yes. OTP. Yuchan, listen, I need your help. Say, Yuchan, I'm sending you about a doctor. OTP. Yuchan, so find every detail about him. I want his every detail like financial condition, his family members' information, every single thing. OTP. Yuchan, his name is Dr. Him and he worked in XYZ hospital. So tell me about his every information in just 12 hours. OTP. Sure, I'll tell you everything about him as soon as possible. So don't worry. Yuchan. Okay. Then she hung up the call and started smiling. Yuchan, now get ready to suffer, Ryan. You snatched my love from me, so now I'll snatch everything from you. Smirk. Meanwhile, you opened your eyes and saw yourself on the hospital bed and became confused. And then you remembered that you were in Jungkook's office and you became unconscious. You looked here and there and find no one. So you got up and just then a nurse come in your room and asked, Nurse, ma'am, are you okay now? Fine, yes, I'm fine. You sat and smiled. Nurse, okay, so you can go home now. And it's normal in pregnancy, so don't worry. You nodded and then asked her, Fine. Bill and other formalities? Nurse, no need to worry, ma'am. Actually, Mr. John paid all the bills. Fine, okay, you said, and then take all your stuff and left from there for your house. Time skip. You come back to your house and started thinking that what if doctor told him about your pregnancy? You are feeling scared now because you don't want to share your child with him. You are 99% sure that doctor told him about your pregnancy because obviously you became unconscious. So doctor told them the reason why you became unconscious. Ryan, it's okay if he told them truth and I can't hide it from him for so long. And if he say anything about my pregnancy, then I'll clearly tell him that he has no right on my child. Next morning, you are having your breakfast and you are thinking about Jungkook. You are thinking that how will you face him today because now he knows about your pregnancy. You are feeling scared that what if he say anything to you and what if he want his child. You don't want him to come back in your life through your child and again repeat same things. Ryan, no, I'll never share my child with a cheater like him. I don't want him back. You said to yourself, and then you finished your breakfast and then left for the office. Time skip. You reached at the company and you directly went into the Jungkook's office. You knocked the door and here come in. You entered inside and saw Jungkook sitting on his chair. Ryan, good morning, sir. You greeted him and he just nodded and didn't said anything. Just then you noticed his eyes and his eyes are red and puffy. His eyes are looking like he cried so much and his face is also looking dull and pale. He lost that shine from his face. Your heart clenched after looking at his sad face. He lost that smile which was your favorite. You lost that Jungkook for whom you fall in love. He changed a lot in just few months. Jungkook, Miss Ryan. He called your name and you come out from your thoughts and said, Ryan, yes sir. Jungkook, tell me my schedule. You can sense pain in his voice, but you ignored it and started telling him his schedule, and he just nodded. Jungkook, thanks. He said, and you noticed that today he's not saying anything rude, and he didn't even give you some extra work. Today he's not giving you hard time, which is shocking for you. Jungkook, now you can leave. You nodded and bowed and then left from there silently. As you left from there, he can't stop his tears, and tears started flowing from his eyes. His heart is feeling so weak now. He still loves you, and he can't forget about you. Somewhere his heart still believes you that you can't cheat him, But then his brain said that you are a cheater. That's why you leave him and run away from his house without saying anything. He's so confused between his heart and mind, and he don't know what to do. His heart believes that this child belongs to him, but he's getting negative thoughts from his mind. Then he decided to listen to his heart and clear everything. He decided to call the doctor and ask that how many months you are pregnant, because now only he can clear everything. And it's better to ask and clear everything rather than assuming by yourself and making wrong decisions. And now only doctor can clear his doubt, and he wants to clear it. Because he's suffering a lot. Last night he cried a lot just because of this. Then he dialed the doctor's number and called him, and he picked his call immediately. OTP, Doctor, hello, Jungkook. Is Dr. Him speaking? Doctor, yes. OTP, Jungkook. This is Jungkook. Actually, I want to know that how many months is Vian pregnant? Doctor, more than 4 months. Doctor said, and Jungkook dropped his phone from his hands, and suddenly his eyes became teary. You ran away 3 months ago, and you are 4 months pregnant. Jungkook, that means she's pregnant with my baby. How dare she to hide this news from me? He said with angry and teary eyes. To be continued. Thanks for watching.